it's Nadiah at www.LeArmoire.etsy.com, and welcome to Indy 5's first theme week, which is 5 questions for Indy 5. So the first question is, what is an art or craft that you would really like to learn? One thing that I've wanted to do for a while is to learn how to make like jewelry and other rad stuff with resin, but I got the stuff for it like a really long time ago and I suck at it. Like I cannot do it, but I think if I worked at it a little more I probably could. But I'm kind of lazy, so I didn't. And another thing that I think is really cool that I also have all the stuff for is bookbinding, and I think that would be super cool to know because it's always fascinated me, the idea of making your own books. So that's something I'm definitely into. And I sort of have a tendency to go out and get all the supplies to learn how to do something, and then I just sort of like start and not finish. But yeah, definitely there's like tons of things that I want to learn how to do, not even for sale. I would love to learn how to screen print just to make like lots of band shirts because I love band shirts and I think screen printing is way cool. So basically, to answer that question in like one sentence, what arts and crafts I'd like to learn how to do, I want to learn how to do all of them. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite band or musician? And I could go on for days listing off great bands, but the one that I always fall back on that is just my all-time favorite band is Soundgarden. I love Soundgarden. I have all of their releases, everything. I just adore Soundgarden. They're the best band ever, almost, sort of, I guess. They're my favorite, but I kind of feel bad saying it because there's so many bands that I love. Another great thing is Chris Cornell's solo work. This is my favorite album, and it's not my favorite band. It's just Chris Cornell, and it's called Euphoria Morning, and it's fantastic. It's brilliant, and another great one that is just fantastic and awesome and just totally rad in every way, Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam. Like, Pearl Jam is brilliant, and this is a great album. But yeah, I love all sorts of different bands. I like Nirvana, of course, and Alice in Chains, and the Smashing Pumpkins, and Audioslave. I'm a huge 90s nerd. I love alternative, grunge, 90s rock. So anything like that I'm way into, but Soundgarden is probably my all-time favorite band. Can't get enough Soundgarden. The third question is, what is your favorite thing to shop for on Etsy? And to answer that, absolutely everything. Like, Etsy is a totally magical place, just in the sense that you can think of something and chances are you can find someone who will make it custom ordered for you. I love the idea of custom orders, so that's always been a really high point for me as far as Etsy goes. I have a tendency to buy a lot of jewelry on Etsy, and I didn't really realize that I do that until I was looking at the stuff that I buy, and most of it is jewelry. Like right now, I am wearing this really cool necklace that I got from Disasterville.etsy.com. I think her shop is called Disasterville, and it's just a really cool necklace, and it's got Kurt Cobain on it because, again, 90s, I love Nirvana. So yeah, I buy a lot of jewelry on Etsy. And another thing is, I'm a fan of a lot of clothing makers on Etsy. I love to look at the different clothes people make. So those are probably my top 2 favorite things to buy on Etsy. I like to buy little stuff, though, just little fun things that you won't find anywhere else. And the fourth question is, what is your favorite book? And my definite answer to that is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. And this is my favorite book because the main character, Jean Valjean, to me represents humanity, just in the sense that he's downtrodden and he has to overcome, and it's very revolutionary, the ideas in this book. And it came about in 19th century France, so this was like a new thing then, and I find it very interesting that it's a masterpiece. It's a work of art. So that is definitely my favorite book. And the fifth and final question is, what's your favorite way to spend a weekend? And my answer to that is a huge beverage, good music, and some really good projects to work on, and that's basically it. Every now and then I like to go to a movie or something, but that is my general way that I love to spend my weekends. So all of us here at Indy 5 want to hear from you, the viewers. Feel free to make a video response or leave a text comment answering the 5 questions or saying whatever else it is that you want to say. Thanks for watching!